This is a Look and Learn video visit. There are 6 different Look and Learn video visits. 2 with that feline storyteller Cool Cat. 2 with the little robot from the moon, Agent 07734. You could call him hello. And 2 with that sing-along leader of the Letter Laboratory, Professor Wise Old Owl. Learn the ABCs with Alphabet Soup. And Soup Stories. Count along with Hello Numbers. And learn to add with It's a Plus. And play word games with the stories of Barefoot Bear, Bear Friends, and Bear Dreams. Now let's look and learn with Bear Dreams.
I hope I'm not late. I was supposed to be here on the dot, and here I am, but where's the dot? That dot must be around here someplace. Do you see it out there? I'll be right with you as soon as I... Oh, oh, there it is. Here's the dot. Hi, Dot. Okay, now I'm here, right on the dot, with another cool cat's tail. I see you're there, and I'm here, and that makes it real easy for this cat to read to you. This is Barefoot Bear. He's just about your age. This is his best friend Marshall, and this is his friend Raccoon. So settle back and let's read a story about Barefoot Bear's trip to the moon. Blast off, Barefoot Bear. The early morning sunlight poured in through Barefoot Bear's window, waking him. Barefoot Bear slipped his hand under his pillow. He felt something smooth and round and hard. "Mom," cried Barefoot Bear, "the Tooth Fairy was here." Barefoot Bear held up a shiny quarter. "That's because you're such a good little bear," said his mother. Barefoot Bear ran to his mirror and grinned. "I may be a good little bear," he said, "but now I'm a funny-looking bear, too." "You look fine, dear," said his mother as she hugged him. "Now, did you think about how you would like to spend your quarter?" "I want to ride the moon rocket. Can I ride it today?" asked Barefoot Bear. "As soon as we get dressed and eat our breakfast, we can go," answered Barefoot Bear's mother. "Hooray!" shouted Barefoot Bear. "Would you like some toast for breakfast?" asked Barefoot Bear's mother. "Yes," said Barefoot Bear, "with honey on top." Barefoot Bear looked at his reflection in the toaster. "Don't worry," said his mother. "Before you know it, a new big bear tooth will grow in." The toast popped up, and Barefoot Bear sat down to eat his breakfast. When they got to the moon rocket, there was a long line. Barefoot Bear went to the end and waited. Along came Raccoon. "Hi, Barefoot Bear," he said. "How are you?" "I lost my tooth yesterday," said Barefoot Bear. "Look." Raccoon looked. Then he started to laugh. "What's so funny?" asked Barefoot Bear. "You are. You look funny without your tooth," Raccoon said. Barefoot Bear turned his back on Raccoon. He felt the empty space where his tooth had been. "I'm not smiling again until this tooth grows back," he thought. "Tickets, please," said Mr. Badger. Barefoot Bear handed Mr. Badger his ticket. "You're the last one for this ride," said Mr. Badger. Barefoot Bear left Raccoon waiting and headed for the ride. Red rocket number 3 was empty. That's my favorite, said Barefoot Bear. He strapped himself in and listened for the countdown. 3, 2, 1, blast off, called Mr. Badger. The rockets went up in the air. Barefoot Bear waved to his mother down below. Then he settled back in his seat, closed his eyes, and headed for the moon. The spaceship landed with a thud. Barefoot Bear climbed out and began to explore. Then he turned and saw a big red ball floating his way. Catch, called a faraway voice. Barefoot Bear lifted his arms and caught the ball. Now throw it back, called the faraway voice. I can't see you, said Barefoot Bear. Where should I throw it? I'm right here, said the voice. Barefoot Bear threw the ball. It must have traveled far because Barefoot Bear could not see where it landed. Good throw, said the voice. Who are you? And where are you from? I'm Barefoot Bear from Earth. Who are you? Barefoot Bear called back. In a blink of an eye, a creature appeared. I'm Malcolm, the creature said, and took a little bow. Barefoot Bear bowed too, but he was careful not to smile. He did not want Malcolm to laugh at him the way Raccoon had. My friends and I are playing a game, said Malcolm. Do you want to play with us? I'd like to, said Barefoot Bear, but I don't see them. Take my hand, Malcolm said. We'll find them in no time. Barefoot Bear took Malcolm's hand, and before he knew it, they were sailing off. They landed in the middle of a group of creatures that looked very much like Malcolm. Say hello to Barefoot Bear, everyone, Malcolm said. Malcolm's friends bowed. One stepped forward. I'm Katie. Do you want to play Shooting Star with us? I never played that game. Will you teach me? Sure, said Katie. The game was like tag. The player who was the shooting star was it and had to tag the rest. Barefoot Bear got to be the shooting star first. That was fun, said Barefoot Bear when the game was over. Barefoot Bear took the ball and taught his new friends how to play hot potato. They liked the game a lot and wanted Barefoot Bear to teach them another. I'd like to, said Barefoot Bear, but I think I'd better be getting back now. I'll take you to your ship, said Malcolm. Barefoot Bear took Malcolm's hand, and they were back at the ship in an instant. Thanks for letting me play with you. I had a good time, Barefoot Bear said. Are you sure? Asked Malcolm. You haven't smiled at all. Don't they smile where you come from? Barefoot Bear told Malcolm how he had lost his tooth and how Raccoon had laughed at him. Losing a tooth is no big deal, said Malcolm. We lose them all the time here. Look how loose this one is. Malcolm wiggled his front tooth. He wiggled it so much that it fell out. Malcolm laughed. See, now we look the same, he said. Barefoot Bear smiled. It was a big, happy smile. Thanks, Malcolm, he said. Malcolm waved. Goodbye, Barefoot Bear. Come back soon. Barefoot Bear strapped himself in and blasted off for Earth. Visiting the moon was fun, but it would be good to be back home again. When Barefoot Bear came out of the moon rocket, he was still smiling. He passed Raccoon, who had been waiting and thinking. I'm sorry I laughed at you, Barefoot Bear, Raccoon said, "Will you still be my friend?" Barefoot Bear said that he would. Then he whispered to Raccoon, "Take red rocket number 3. It's the best." Barefoot Bear ran to his mother. "I had fun on the moon," he said. "I had fun too," said Barefoot Bear's mother. "I played a game, and look what I won for you." Barefoot Bear's mother handed him a big red ball. Barefoot Bear looked up at the sky and smiled. Wasn't that a swell story? Raccoon turned out to be a good friend after all. Making and keeping friends is something you should try to do. And did you like Malcolm as much as I did? Maybe someday you'll really go to the moon, aboard a space shuttle or a NASA rocket ship. Hey, want to play a read-along game? I know you can't read yet, but let's meet some words from the story I just read. This round red toy is called a ball. A ball. And the game they are playing with Barefoot and the ball is called catch. Catch the ball. Another game they played on the moon is called tag. Tag, you're it. And our friend Malcolm has a loose tooth. Read it again. Tooth. Hey, that's great. Now, look and learn with Barefoot.